Hey guys, what's up, how's it going? My name is Rob and welcome back once again to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys an update like usual on my dividend stocks or my dividend growth based stocks inside my portfolio. So I'll give you guys an update on the portfolio and I'll show you guys what stocks I'm going to be buying today. And in today's video, I'm going to be focusing on two stocks I'm going to be buying inside my portfolio, but more or less just the same as usual. Before we go any further, like usual guys, if you guys do enjoy this video, you guys want to help me out, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Makes a big difference. So let's jump inside the portfolio, inside Wealth Simple Trade, and let's see how our stocks are doing for today. Alright guys, what's up, how's it going? We're inside the portfolios here on Wealth Simple Trade. So like usual, we have two main portfolios that we've been kind of building up. We have our TFSA, which is pretty close to being filled up. I just got a little bit extra money to put in there, and then I have a personal account that I started. So in grand total, we have $33,000, almost $34,000 for both portfolios combined together. And here we have here at the bottom, going a little bit downwards, we have our personal account, which has $3,600, and then our TFSA, which is just over $30,000. So we'll talk about the TFSA really quickly here. This is the one we've kind of been building since we first started this channel, and over the past day, the portfolio is up $300 today, which is 1%. So we've seen a nice little increase, and I guess predominantly Canadian stocks today. And over the past week, we've seen an increase of 2%, so it's $618. So once again, over the past week, been seen some pretty good growth. Over the past month, we're up 2% overall. Past 3 months, we are up 9%, which is 2,568. And if we go over the past year, we're up 16% inside the portfolio. That's $4,140. So the portfolio keeps growing to bigger and bigger heights as time goes on. And it looks like we've already, even though we've almost hit halfway through the year so far, our Canadian stocks are doing quite well. And we've seen some pretty good solid growth. And if we go down here, I'll show you guys some of these stocks really quickly. I'll mention some of the big ones that are doing really well. So our big ones right now are Alimentation Couche-Tard. It's currently up 8% inside the portfolio. Other big ones we have here are Enbridge. We have H&R REIT. Manulife actually went down quite a bit, but I still think it's a pretty good buy right now. RioCan is doing pretty good at 16%. We have Spheria Corp, which is up 24%, which is pretty good. Shaw, obviously getting a big increase that happened last year, is up 52%. And then we have TD, one of my favorite stocks, is actually up 28%. And then we have VDY, our main ETF, up 18%. And we see VFE, which is the S&P 500, up about 5% inside of our TFSA. And if we go over to our personal account, it's going to more so reflect the same thing. Over the past day, our stocks inside our personal account are up 3%. Over the past week, they're up 3%. And over the past month, it's about 4%. So even though we just started this portfolio, we can see since the market is kind of trending upwards, we've already seen a little bit increase, even though it's obviously a lot less from the TFSA because there's just less money in it. But going down here, they pretty much have the same stocks, so to speak. I'm kind of building this one out over time. But as you guys can see here, our big ones inside here that have been performing well is once again TD, and then our two big ETFs at the bottom here. So the two stocks I'm going to be buying today, we're going to buy one that's actually still on quite a bit of a dip, and that's going to be Manulife, and that's going to be the first stock I'm going to talk about. So Manulife is pretty good inside our portfolio. Traditionally, over the past month, it's down 7%, and over the past 3 months, it's still down 3%. So we've seen a pretty nice little decrease here over the past month. You know, Manulife is a really good finance-based stock. They had a really good year last year, and they're starting to have a pretty good year so far this year. For whatever reason, I think maybe they're kind of like, because they had such a good year last year, maybe it's kind of getting a bit of a dip temporarily, but we should see that kind of grow up over time. So I still think they're a really good stock to buy, and I'm going to kind of take advantage of this dip. So we have $200 to buy today. So I'm probably going to put about maybe, I'll probably put like half of our money inside Manulife, and then I'm going to save the rest for another stock that I'm going to talk about in just a second. But just to show you guys how Manulife has been doing. In our personal account, we have 18 shares, which is this account, and that's currently down negative 5%. But inside our TFSA, which we've been investing a lot longer, we actually have 49 shares in Manulife, which is actually up 12%. So it's kind of funny to see the difference depending on when you bought in. But overall, I still think this company is going to grow to be pretty big. So I'm going to put the 3 shares here, and we're going to buy that with Manulife. And then the other stock I'm going to be buying today is once again another finance-based stock, and it actually is my favorite stock here. So we'll hit back here, and I'll talk about it in just a second here. And that's going to be TD. So we're buying one stock that's dipped quite a bit that I think is a good buy. And then the other stock I'm going to be buying is actually my best performing stock inside my TFSA. And that is Toronto Dominion Bank, which is TD. As you guys can see here, TD has just been having an absolutely crazy time over the past little while. Over the past month, it is up 5%, and over the past 3 months, it is up 13%, and over the past year, it is up 48% in 1 year. So obviously, like most stocks, it got hit pretty hard throughout the pandemic. We've seen a nice little drop here, but the recovery has it's even recovered to be even more than what it was worth before the pandemic. So just a really good stock overall. And inside both of our accounts, we have 31 shares inside of our TFSA. It is up 28%, which is $600. And inside our personal account, even inside our personal account, we've only had for 2 months, it's up 6%. So we've already gotten, some of the benefits of that growth. So this is a stock I'm always going to be buying as time goes on. So I'll probably buy about 1 share of TD since we can't really buy anything else. We'll put that order through, and then anything I have left over, if I do have anything left over, I'll probably just stick into an ETF or something. I'll just hit back here and see, but we probably have $43, so I'll put the rest a little bit. Maybe we'll buy like a share of VDY or something like that if we can put that order through, or I might buy a share of TELUS or something like that, but I'll probably do that later on. So those are the 2 big stocks I'm buying today, and those are the ones I'm going to focus on. So let me know what you guys think of those stocks. So for this week, there's been no big dividends coming in inside the portfolio. Nonetheless, I'll still give you guys an update on how much dividend income the portfolio has made since we first started investing, since it's really important to see this, and you guys can see how much money I made and how much the portfolio has been compounding since we first started. So let's jump inside that spreadsheet and let's take a peek at the dividend income before we end the video. So as we've already covered in this video, I kind of mentioned that, our stocks are getting some nice good growth in the little past while. So we've seen some pretty good growth this month inside the portfolio, but we haven't really seen too many dividends. And that just happens to be because, March, actually April, was a really good month inside our portfolio. We hit $104 in dividends, and then May kind of ends up being the next month where we don't have as much dividend income coming in. However, in June, I estimate that we should have some pretty good yield coming in June. So we should maybe see that spike up back to maybe like to be 60, 70, 80, or even $100 depending on when our dividends kind of land through. But no new dividend income to kind of update for today's video. Just more or less just some stock appreciation coming in here. And as you guys can see, the portfolio has been growing pretty consistently on a regular basis, and we are just taking this dividend income and reinvesting it back in so the stocks can keep growing over time. And once again, that's the main purpose, and that's what we really do in these videos. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave them there and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think like usual, and I'll see you guys later, and take care.